How would you describe the game today?
Um, Very energetic. Uh, the emphasis on attacking the ball was at an all-time high today. All week we emphasized attacking at the ball, attacking at the ball, attacking at the ball, and it displayed today. So, um, what a great day it is to attack the ball.
Who was leading the charge on that emphasis?
uh, Defense as a whole. We always talk about 11 as one. I think having those emphasis and attacking at the ball and just doing it in practice and it translating into the game is just keep going. And next week we're gonna attack the ball again. So that's gonna be the emphasis.
At what point did you, after you had forced that fumble, did you realize that Kam had picked it up and returned it for a touchdown?
I really was trying to get the ball before he did. Cause why not? But when I scripted him and I seen the ball, I was trying to get the quarterback out the way. So I push him down, but I kind of tripped. So then I seen Kam, and I was like, oh, Kam got it. Let's score, just go, run, keep running, run through the wall, So we all played 11 as one today, man. Making turnovers, and it's a great day.
Did you guys do anything different in practice this week to kind of emphasize, attacking the ball and creating turnovers?
I say just really communicating it to each other. If somebody didn't do it then in practice, it's hey, remember punch at the ball, just little stuff like that, to have it in our mind when we come into the game. So that was just really the emphasis of it.
You guys have changed up personnel in the last couple of weeks in the secondary. Sean said that he's starting to see an identity form now as you guys make those changes. How are you seeing that come together?
As a whole, everybody's just playing comfortable, knowing that a good bit of people can play different spots, rather than just being stationary. I can move in and slide. Kilo comes in at corner. Josh goes in at slide. Just being very interchangeable helps us out a lot because we run a lot of different things and different packages where I do have to go into the slot and then somebody have to come in and play the outside corner. Just little things like that. I feel like we are finding our identity and that bye week help us and we just continue to take steps in the right direction.
How excited do you get when your number's called to go blitz quarterback?
Man, and that's probably why I cramped up. Because we have some calls that allows the star to not blitz. So when it was the call where there was no way it could be called off, I was like, I already seen it. I was gonna come free. Once I seen the running back could not come my way, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come free. So it was just adrenaline was up then.
Cobie, forgive me if you've already been asked this. I walked up late, but just for you to take the ball away like that after a few years here and all the work that kind of went in, what did that feel like in the moment? What does it feel like as you process it now?
Finally got that chance to get my hands back on the ball. Didn't get my hands on the ball like that. Well, didn't catch no interceptions last year. Caught 3 interceptions my rookie year. So it was just finally a relief, not really trying to force the plays, but just letting the plays come to you. And then just like I said, we emphasize attacking the ball, and it's just when you study film and you know those opportunities are coming, it's just you just got to take advantage of that opportunity when they're given, no matter what happens.
Is it hard to stay patient in between?
Yes, because you be so anxious to on the third down stop against the tight end. I knew that he was running that route. I knew it, but I also had to play it honest because I didn't want to give up my leverage for him beating me on the outside. Then it's possible to score. So it's just can you go? Or just and then sometimes you just have to take chances. But right now, I'm not in that position to take chances.
It must be extra gratifying then when you do get the chance to blitz like that. It literally is in your hands at that moment to make
like,
the play.
it's like, especially when you running free, it's just like attack the ball. Like I was thinking as I'm running, I'm like, I gotta this is the opportunity to script sack. So like I wasn't even trying to wrap him up or anything to take him to the ground. It was just like get the ball. So
Jaylen's got 3 interceptions in his last 2 games. Jaylen McCollough, what stands out about the way he plays in the secondary?
Man, he living right. he living right, man. You know, my hat goes off to Jaylen, man. He's a good guy, man. He comes in, work hard, listen wells, very well coached. You know, like I said, like I always preach, man, taking advantage of them opportunities when they give him, and he's doing it.
Undrafted rookies usually don't have this kind of impact this quickly. What's got you so comfortable so fast?
That's a great question. I trust the scheme, and I like to believe my coaches trust me. And you know, when they give me the opportunity to go out there and play football, man, that's what I love to do. So I just go out there and play football.
So much of the league is geared around offense. When the defense comes up, and Sean attributed the defense to winning this game. As a defensive guy, what's that like for you?
Like you said, man, just football in general is steering towards the offensive side, man. So when the defense can come in and be dominant, man, like we can dictate the game if we want to. Hey, shout out my guys, man. But nah, we can. When we can dictate the offense to do and play how we want them to. We're a very dangerous defense.
Going back to what he was asking earlier about being an undrafted guy, how much more meaningful does it make this for you as far as just 3 interceptions the last 2 games, just having this role right now?
I'm just having fun. Honestly, truly, undrafted, drafted, man. I'm here. I have an opportunity, and that's what we focused on, man. I love going to work with these dudes. I love wearing this blue and this soul, man. So that's just where it's at.
Jaylen, we've seen this defense start to grow piece by piece since the season began, but now it's not just the growth. It seems like there's a lot of confidence too.
Yeah, and that comes with growth. And we had to take some bullets, early on to figure out who we were, and figure out our identity. But we just go back to work each and every day, and hopefully we pick at the right time, and we're just gonna continue to work.
You switched quarterbacks early in the game. Minshew is a guy that you saw prone to turn it over. Did you attack him differently?
Now we attacked and turnovers. That was the focus. That's what we were looking to do, man. Regardless of if it was Aiden O'Connell or Gardner Minshew, whoever, like we going out there, take the ball away, and that was the focus.
What was it like seeing plays that Cobie and Kam made in the game as well?
Man, I like to think we had four defensive turnovers. I want to say all 4 from the DBs. So I mean, man, just like I said, man, going to work with those guys every day, man. Like I'm not surprised. Like we came out with the turnovers we did. Those guys work hard. We all work hard, man, and it was just our day today.
You got to win today. Tennessee knocked off Alabama yesterday. Is this the best weekend of your football life?
Man, like it. Hey, and then he go with the Arkansas, but nah, man. Shout out my guys in Knoxville, big win. We got another win, 2-3 weeks in Athens, but go Vols, man. Go Rams, go Vols. So.
Jaylen, are you running out of space in your locker for the interceptions?
So I'm sending those to my mom's house. So hopefully we can make a little bit more room, for a couple more. So, yeah.
Cameron, how big of a play was Cobie's forced fumble right before the halftime?
Yeah, I mean, it was a big play, you know what I'm saying? Any turnover you can get on defense to help change the game, it's a big play for the team.
DBs don't get a lot of opportunity, but to get the ball and run in the open field toward the end zone, what's that like, nobody in front of you?
My first position was running back, so, I'm kind of used to it, you know what I'm saying, to get the ball in my hand.
Quentin was saying that last week of practice was one of the best you guys have had and that the emphasis was on takeaways. What was that week like for you, and what did you take from it?
Like you said, it was just an emphasis on takeaway, you know what I'm saying? We felt as a defense we haven't created enough takeaways so far this season, and we emphasized it, punching at the ball, attacking the ball in the air, and it showed today.
It's been a lot of shuffling of personnel in the secondary the last couple of games. Sean was saying he's starting to see an identity take shape there in the secondary. Like, how are you seeing that come together?
He's right, you know what I'm saying? We've been trying to find our identity, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we're real close to it, if we haven't found it, after this game. But, I feel like we're real close. We're gelling. We're trusting each other more, and that's what showed today.
the play with O'Connell, when you went up in the air, and did you hit his hand or did you guys
Yeah, I
hit
hit his
hands?
hand. Yeah, it got hurt because I seen him come back in. Oh, for real. I was trying to hit the ball.
Of course.
On the scoop and score, can you kind of take us through where you were on the play and what you saw happening and how that?
Yeah, I was just rushing the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Kobe flashed in front of my face. I seen him get the ball out. The ball's rolling. You know, try to get a little clean scoop. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really play baseball like that, but I tried to get a little clean scoop, and you know it worked. Got in the end zone.
When you go out to play, do you think you're going to have a great game every game like that? Like you
Well,
did
when
today?
you go, you expect to.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think it came with the work that we did during the week. Like, I said it before, I said it to the guys that Tuesday and Wednesday and even Monday, those were our best practices of the season. You know, we were doing things, we were emphasizing getting the ball back, taking the ball away, punch outs, interceptions, all that stuff. And then look at what we did it today. You know, 4 turnovers, 1 to the house, 3 picks. Like, as a defense, that's how you want to perform each and every week. And I'm glad we got the job done today. Obviously, got a quick turnaround against the Vikings, which was a very high-powered offense. But that gives us a lot of confidence going into this week because we know what we can do now.
One person who really epitomized that was Jaylen McCollough.
Yeah, man.
What was it like just seeing him get those 2 picks and continuing where he left off?
I'm so happy for him because he deserves it. You know, he does his job. He's where he's supposed to be. You know, he's so humble. He works so hard, and to see him get the interceptions, to see that to me, it's no surprise. You know, he's been doing that. He did it in the preseason. You know, every chance he gets, whenever he gets in, he makes a play. So I might have to take him to the casino one time and hit a lottery because he's just in the right spot. Every time he's in there, and it put a smile to your face as an older guy to see young guys do stuff like that.
As this defense has grown, especially in the secondary, how would you describe your defensive identity?
Yeah, I think we got a lot of versatile guys, and the biggest thing for us is we're accountable of where we're at. There's a lot of moving pieces. I moved around a lot, but we understand what our role is going into the game, and that allows us to go play fast. We're so selfless too. Everybody wants everybody else to do well, and to have a game like this just gives us the confidence, especially in the back end. Because to be honest, like if you look at a couple of the games, we weren't where we wanted to be, and then to have a game like this, where really kind of the back end kind of pushed everybody for the defense to come up to that standard. It's exciting, it's fun. That's the football that we want to play. So our identity is just being where we need to be, being versatile, flying to the ball, being aggressive. And at the same time being accountable of the spots we put in.
Can you walk us through that goal line stand there in the 4th?
Yeah, so we were in cover 0. We work, it's called a stop sign technique. So a lot of the times if you get 2 guys close to each other, guys sifting across the ball, which they did, tight end sift across the ball, you don't want to get out leveraged. And that's exactly what happened. I was talking to Kam Curl. I said, hey man, if I get one back, I'm going to take it. Ran over, saw Brock Bowers sift across, and I was like, well, I don't want to get picked. I'm just going to run to the sideline because, the quarterback's going to roll out for some width. He ended up throwing it, made a good tackle. So, we practice that all the time, so it's nothing new, but that was the first time we had it in the game. And when you're in cover 0, there's a lot of moving parts that can happen. But I'm glad, we were able to get the job done. Obviously, hold them to a field goal, which was huge.
Quentin, hearing you talk, it's like you're a 10-year veteran, in the secondary. What's it been like for you to try and take on that role, especially with a lot of, turnaround and injuries and whatnot happening in the secondary?
Yeah, I think, I've had a lot of help early in my career with, older guys that were, here my first year. But actually, understanding the work was put in for me. I have, trust in the coaches. The coaches have trust in me. But at the same time, it's all about your attitude, your effort, and your preparation. Those are 3 things you can control. So, sticking to the script, doing what I can do, and understanding that, the coaches are going to do a good job of putting us in position to make plays. And at the end of the day, you just got to go out there and make them.
What's the biggest challenge of the quick turnaround here for you guys?
It's our bodies. You don't really necessarily have a full week to dive into the next opponent, but making sure your bodies are right so that you can play, whether it's at 90%, 95%, 85%. But
right.
Luckily we didn't have any major injuries, which was fantastic. Guys made it out pretty healthy, which is huge on a short week. So looking forward to this big challenge we have.
Yeah.